Aleki.
Of course.
Yo. Fuck. Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yo, guys, welcome back to In Control. Today, with MLS season starting tomorrow, it's the 27th season of MLS. We're going to bring you some Can MNT content. Yes, this is not a podcast. We're bringing the real videos, okay? We got two MLS tier lists coming. We got the home jersey. We got the away jersey. We got a thick boy tier list. That one's going to be elite. That's about it.
No, then we got some more of these.
We got a little more content. So, like I said, the 2022 season is starting this weekend. By the time this is out, I think the first match will already happen. We'll see depending on how good I am at editing, how quick I can do this. But let's get to what we all came here for. I just hit my knee on the desk. So, top 5 young Canadians you need to be watching this upcoming season in the MLS.
Yep.
Okay, obviously it's me, James. I'm with Matthew. This tier list is for players born 2002 and younger. So, obviously, like more established players like Iowa, Canola, Shaffelbury, they're not going to be on this list because they're older and they're kind of already established. This is kind of some up-and-coming guys. They can still have MLS appearances, but it's more like they're not they weren't a mainstay last year. Keep in mind, obviously, we're not like guaranteeing these guys to be like stars. Like potential young players is like we're not scouts, okay? In these we're gonna give comparisons. We're not calling them that player, okay? Because we just wanted to like each player we're gonna compare them to one player. That's part of how we're gonna talk about them. And we're not saying it's that player, okay? Because I already know the hate in the comments. How you guys be like, oh, we called him Messi. Okay, first off, we're not calling anyone Messi in here. There's gonna be another short king in here, but that's not him. Yeah.
But before we get to the video. Make sure to click like and subscribe down below if you want to see some more Can MT content or just soccer in general. I think we
YouTube channel,
yeah.
Also, some of these players we watch, you're gonna talk about here. We have highlights of them on our Twitter. Recent times, we've been posting kind of highlights for up and coming Canadians, or if Canadians have a good performance in a game. If we have access to the footage, we usually make a little tape or a little highlight tape for everyone on Twitter. So if you want to go check out the tapes for some of these people, I think we've done for 3 people on this list, kind of giveaway if you've already been on Twitter. So yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. So guys, before we actually start, I forgot to say, this is not a ranking for 1 through 5. This is just a 5 guys we think you should watch. We're not ranking you one. Well, this is player number 1, this is player number 2. If you got, by all means, you could go rank them in the comments or do your own top 5. Get interaction in the comments, go at each other.
And if you think we missed out on any players, just leave them down below.
Yeah, like I said before.
And just spam us, and then we'll
spam us,
yeah.
So, first up, the big man. Big man. He's from a Toronto man, okay? Jahkeele Marshall-Rutty from TFC. If you're an MLS fan, you've probably been hearing this name for a few years now. He was lighting it up in the academy. He was a standout in the GA Cup, winning the U15 USDA, which is like basically the youth league for MLS academies before MLS Next. He was signed to TFC2 just at the age of 14 years old.
Which, does that make him the youngest homegrown player to sign for TFC?
For when he was 15, yeah, but TFC2...
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But if you ask any European scout, they would probably say he's one of the top MLS prospects. Definitely, probably the highest Canadian prospect. But out of the MLS, he's probably top 5, I'd say. Like, out of the entire young players in the MLS. And, like, we've been waiting for his breakout season. Last year he played a bit. He played about 439 minutes in 12 games, and he got 1 assist. Do you remember who he was against? I don't remember.
It might have been Inter Miami. I think Inter Miami is where he had quite a decent game. Obviously, it was a tough season for the whole team. Going through the Armas era is a tough way to debut your season. You know, especially when you're losing, it's hard to trust in young players, so he didn't really get that opportunity. He's also, like, young, so he's kind of growing into his frame. So kind of when you're growing to your frame, you're kind of, like... What is it? You lose with your knees. What am I trying to say? You know when like people are growing to their frame, like when they kind of grow their coordination. Yeah, that kind of happened too. But obviously, tough season. He's gonna bounce back. He's young. He recently trialed with top European teams Liverpool, Arsenal, and Club Brugge. It was reported that European club did place a bid, but it was undisclosed. And recent reports say that Toronto FC asked for $20 million. I think the plan was to sell. But Bob Bradley wanted him to stay, so I think he's going to stay for this season if he stays longer. I don't know. There was also rumors that he was leaving his 18. His contract was still 18, but also recent times it came out that he's actually on a 6-year contract from 2020. Oh, okay. So who was in Alec Hurst did actually do something.
Yeah.
Not crazy. Dumb.
So yeah, Bob Bradley has a good track record on developing youth players. As it's the kind of coach he is. He likes bringing players and giving them opportunities in the first team. And as we know already, TFC sold Larea and Auro. So basically,
they're
Jahkeele
giving him the spot. They're giving him the sword. What's that saying they have?
Passing on the
torch. They give him the torch. Okay.
Yes.
Letting him take that, giving him all the freedom. You do your thing.
Even though when we've been watching him play in the youth academy, he seemed more like a right winger. He played more advanced.
Well, yeah, he has been playing as a winger.
And now with Bob Bradley's team in preseason, he's tending to play a little bit deeper, play as a right back. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes throughout the MLS season. I don't think TFC as of right now signed a right back. They did sign Caden Chung.
So they did sign a right back.
But like they didn't sign like an insane right back. It's not like we signed someone from like Italy like we've signed Crescido.
Yeah.
Right? But this is somebody who looks like he could be on a Davies or David level sometime in the near future, I'd say, maybe in the next 5 years.
This is Canada's it prospect. Is the guy. Yeah.
This season we expect him to be a regular starter, at least until Insigne comes for sure.
Well, I think he's going to be mainstay at right back, honestly.
You think?
I think mainstay right. He's going to be right back this year. And then probably a big move at the end of the season. I don't know if we'll end up getting that 20 mil. He would really have to like put out that preseason performance he did against Chicago Fire, where he kind of balled out. Yeah. If he's performing like that, then we could get the 20 mil. But he is on a 6-year deal, so we have the leverage. So we honestly could be getting the 20 mil.
So 6 years. So we have him until 2026.
It'd be until the World Cup. Yeah. But he's not going to say it.
I say if he blows up in the MLS, we might be able to get more than 20 million from him. Because Davies was
11.
It was 11
with
then
the
clauses,
22.
so it's 22.
Yeah. And that was when they weren't signing MLS players like that.
Yeah,
before.
Exactly.
So they kind of were, but it was like
the MLS reputation.
It wasn't. Yeah.
The MLS reputation's gone up since then.
They recently sold Pepe for like what was it, 18?
Something like that.
18.
Yeah. Shall we go to the next prospect?
Let's go to the next one.
And second, we got Rida Zouhir for Club de Foot Montreal. He's 18 years old and he's a central midfielder.
Yeah.
And last year he only made 2 appearances and got a combined about 15 minutes last year, which is like decent. But it looks like this year he made considerable improvement during the winter break. So this year he's gonna be his breakout season.
We're hoping.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Zouhir was pointed out as a standout in preseason. Lots of opposition coaches were surprised, didn't really have tape on him, and they thought he was killing teams in preseason. I saw on Twitter, I saw on some podcasts too, for people with inside knowledge saying he was really giving it to the other teams. He had a very, very solid debut against Santos Laguna in the first leg of the Champions League. He was so calm, so composed on a ball for some of his debut against a formidable opposition like Santos Laguna.
Mexican side, so like they're pretty good.
It's in the Champions League too.
CONCACAF Champions League. But anything, we do think his play is very similar to Renato Sanchez because he's able to attack and defend with confidence. And with injuries in the midfield, the spot's basically left wide open for him to fight with other talented youngsters that we have on the list. We want to see him fighting for a starting spot with fellow young boy Ismaël Koné, who is our third player on the list.
So, Ismaël Koné. Last year was actually playing in the PLSQ for you that don't know. PLSQ is basically the top Quebec amateur league. They are out in the Canadian Championship, which is kind of for the Americans like the U.S. Open Cup. They are the winner of the PLSQ goes in championship, so it's not like a super bad level, but it's also not like it's still an amateur side. Yeah. He was playing for Saint Laurent. Then after that, he pressed a lot. He went on trial with some Belgian clubs, but it didn't end up working out. So Montreal gave him the shot.
He was given an opportunity at the club, and he was able to capitalize during Montreal's 3-0 win against Mexican side Santos Lagunas. He showed his great long-range passing ability and vision while playing in midfield in his first professional game. To top off the great night, he scored a great goal about 60 minutes into his debut.
And he hit him with the Griddy wave, but now we got move out of the way. He hit him with the. I see him. Oh wait, can people even see me? Like, I don't know.
Probably.
Hopefully
you guys saw
It's
that.
a makeshift setup. So
yeah.
So I had to hit him with it.
But yeah, he did do the Griddy.
Hit him with the Griddy.
But yeah, that was his full debut, and he did score.
He's
3-0 win.
his beginning of the game was really shaky. Like, I think he gave away the ball 3 times, and they almost scored off one of the, like, countering off one of his mistakes. But after that, it was smooth sailing. Like, he was pinging, like, some Tony Cruz type shit. And then he was, like, even going forward, the chance he had where he ran through, like, 3 guys and 1-2 with Torres. I thought he should have scored.
Yeah.
Because when he chipped it, I'm like, that's going in.
Yeah.
But he kind of like chipped it right into him, but he ended up scoring. Good for him. Like, it looked like the whole team was excited for him to score.
But to be fair, he does seem kind of like a mix between Pogba and Gundogan.
Yeah.
With the style of play, especially his like body position, and he looks like Gundogan with his late runs into the box like he does for City.
If he can consistently keep up this form, like be really effective on the pitch, create goal scoring opportunities, he might pull himself in contention for a Can MNT call up. It probably would be like a Nations League call up. I don't think he'll be World Cup unless he's really balling.
And if you guys didn't know, the young midfielder was born in Abidjan in the Ivory Coast. Hopefully I said that right. Let me know in the comments if I did. And raised in Montreal. So he is a dual national, but hopefully he does choose to represent Canada in the future.
Okay, number 4, we have Jayden Nelson.
Actually, another one who's a little old. 19 years old, just like Koné.
We're calling him old. He's still younger than us. But yeah, he's 19 years old, like Koné. He's on the top of what our age limit was, which was 02. But still young by 100%.
Yeah.
Great commentary by us today. So, obviously we have Jayden Nelson. He is one of the top prospects, or he is touted to be one of the top prospects to come out of TFC Academy in recent years, alongside JMR and Akino a little bit too. He really put himself on the map, for Canadian fans at least, with his performances during the U17 World Cup qualifying and the U17 World Cup in Brazil. With those 2 combined tournaments, he had 5 goals in 9 games. If you watched the games and you were really tuned into him, he was kind of, now I wouldn't say carrying, but it was really dependent. He was on the ball a lot.
You could say he was carrying.
He was on the ball. He was on the ball a lot.
He was influential.
He was very
our
influential.
attack.
Very influential in that attack. He has made 3 appearances for the Can MNT in a friendly early 2020. I think that was against Barbados or Iceland. It was definitely that camp. I think it was Camp Poutine. I can't remember.
He is also somewhat experienced in the Toronto FC first team. During his short time in the TFC first team, he's only played 388 minutes and 14 appearances, and has failed to really make a huge impact on the team, or at least in the attack. Like Jahkeele Marshall-Rutty, his first season was lackluster as they were both caught up in the Chris Armas era.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play under Chris Armas, I'm going to be honest. I feel bad for Manchester United. Anyway, Jayden Nelson has scored 3 goals and provided 4 assists in the USL 1 for TFC 2. Jayden Nelson is a very dynamic player. He is fast and likes to take players on very often. Jayden plays like fellow short king Daniel Podence. Shout out Daniel Podence. Yeah, although he isn't quite 5'4".
That's my favorite comparison.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
I mean, like, he's not quite 5'4". He's like, what, 5'8", something like that? Jayden Nelson?
Yeah,
so he's not that short.
Podence is 5'4"?
Yeah, Podence is like 5'4", 5'3". He's like really short.
Jayden Nelson's like 5'9". Or 5'8". Yeah. I think he's 5'9", but like he's actually 5'8". But like it would say 5'9".
They say he's 5'9", yeah. He did go on trial to Anderlecht in Belgium during the winter break. I think he played with their U23 team. If I think he trained
with the first team too.
Oh, with the first team.
Yeah,
so companies keeping an eye on him.
Companies keeping an eye on him, exactly.
Okay, with Insigne coming in the summer, he will look to take full advantage of more game time during the first half of the season. Although we don't quite know how much game time he's going to get in the second half of the season once Insigne comes, because they kind of play in a similar position. They're both wingers.
Unless he kind of switches up. But even then, he's still going to be in that spot.
It's definitely
going to be creative role.
It's going to be between Jayden Nelson, Schaffelgaard,
Schaffelgaard's playing left back.
Insigne.
It's going to be Kerr. It's going to be it's going to be like Kerr and when Insigne comes in.
Kerr too, yeah.
I don't think they would play. Oh my God, what's his name? And Bong is mostly up front, but he kind of looked. I think he played a little bit of wing in preseason.
Yeah, he did.
They would give him a shot. For those who don't know, he is Prijo's brother. Loki could have been on this list.
Yeah. Last up, we have Matteo Campagna from Vancouver Whitecaps.
Former York United man, shout out York United, bro.
We did have to add one Vancouver player because obviously we didn't want to get canceled by everyone online.
No, because we're gonna show love to everywhere in Canada, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Also, he's a center back, so
yeah, he is a converted center back from center mid, CDM if you want to call it.
Yeah.
Which is a big need for the Canadian national team. We do need center backs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was on loan at York United last year.
Yeah.
During his time on loan, he played only 5 games and conceded 6 goals while he was on the field.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, considering we did play
York United
and like big teams.
No, but York United, that was their issue, especially going to the games.
Yeah.
Like, we would score, but we were conceding a lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially that Halifax game.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
Yeah.
What, the classic? CPL
The classic. The classic.
He's relatively good on the ball with a good sense of defensive positioning. He is standing at around 6 foot even.
So that means he's 5. No, we're giving him.
He's 6 foot.
So we're gonna give him the benefit that we're gonna do Jayden Nelson like that.
No, we said Jayden Nelson's like 5'8", 5'9".
We said he's 5'9", but he's really 5'8". Campagna? No, he's
Campagna's
really
6 foot. Campagna's 6 foot.
Okay, we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Campagna, send us a video on Twitter. Let us know if you're actually 6 foot.
Yeah.
We are assuming he's not good in the air. We did see him at York United, and he did struggle a little bit with that. And he does need to bulk up a bit in order for him to really get to the next level.
Yeah.
But he's only 17, so he's like,
Yeah.
is he one of the youngest players on this list?
He is.
He is the youngest player on this list.
Yeah, I think it might be Jahkeele.
It might be close between him and JMR.
They're born the same year. I don't know the exact months though.
Yeah. But at the age of 17, all he really needs to do to take his game to the next level is really just work on his 1v1 defending in order to develop into a better overall defender.
Yeah, and just get that game experience.
If we were to make a similarity, we'd probably compare him to Nathan Ake from Manchester City, the Dutch center back, as they're both around the same height and prefer ground duels over like aerial challenges.
Ake was also transitioned from midfielder to defender, so that kind of links up.
You never know. Maybe we might see Campagna play a little bit of right back.
Well, right. They play fine in the back. I don't think he would. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe if they have to go 4 in the back and like play with, like, I don't know.
What?
You never know. You never know.
We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I'm not loaning him out because, like we said, the game experience is important for young players.
Mm-hmm.
So them not loaning out means they're hopefully going to use him at some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, definitely this season we could see him coming off the bench frequently for Vancouver. They do play with 3 center backs, so it is possible that he fits into maybe the center or the right center back at some point.
Mm-hmm. He's probably right behind Blackman. If Nowitzki's playing the right center back, then he might be a little more farther away than we thought. But if it's Blackman's spot and Nowitzki's kind of playing on the left side, then it's Campagna, I think, is right behind him.
Or you could play him center back with a little bit of libero action.
Oh, a little libero action, eh?
But yeah, with the lack of depth at center back for the Canadian men's national team, he may be one of the future options for John Herdman. So I think we do need to keep an eye out on him. And I could definitely see him getting looked at with the men's national team within the next 5 years, 6 years.
Oh yeah, 100%, 5 years. If he develops.
You never know. He might be a long developer. He might be first team ready in 2 years.
Well, that's true. 5 years he would only be 22.
Yeah. So we need to keep an eye out on all those players.
Yeah. That was why did you say it like that?
I don't know. You can cut that
out. No, leave that in. That's a blooper now. That's taken. I'm the editor. I could put whatever I want now.
Shit.
Okay.
Well, you've always been the editor, but yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Those are the 5 players that we think you guys need to watch in the MLS this season. Canadian players, young Canadian players.
Yeah, I was gonna say
in the MLS this season.
Asterisk, yeah.
Yeah, but let us know your top 5. Let us know if we missed anyone.
Also follow the socials.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be linked in the description. Also, while you're there, like and subscribe. It takes you like 2 seconds to do, and it helps us with the channel a lot, and it helps the video with visibility. So then more people are watching these big Canadian players.
You guys like our setup too?
I could have put the Canadian flag too.
Here we got a nice burrito.
That's your burrito. I forgot to put this up.
Put the flag up. We'll put it up now. We'll put it up now.
This is going to be a
show them the flag.
Blooper, too. I completely forgot to put up the Canada flag.
We'll put the Canada flag. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it up now. Shit. We also got one of these.
There we go.
I said right foot up.
Okay, we don't have to flex.
What do you do? What do you do with that, eh?
It's a fucking...
Oh, buddy, what are you doing?
Massage gun, bro.
Yeah, massage, buddy. Yeah, I think you're doing other stuff.
But anyway, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. We'll see you probably later this week. When are you going to post this? Probably like Saturday or something? Sunday? So this video is probably going to be out on the weekend. We're probably going to have a few videos coming out during the week. And wait a few weeks for potentially a Canadian Premier League video. Same like...
No, that might be honestly like... Oh, no, because you said you're busy this week, no?
Well, I'm busy this week, but we don't know when we're going to record it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely get ready for that video. It'll be up pretty soon.
And the thick boy tier list. Our most wanted.
If we hit 25 subs, I need to go harder on this so then you guys
The
actually
thick boy tier list. Oh shit, we gotta go all out.
Yeah. So if holy shit, this hurts. If
Oh buddy.
So yeah, if we hit 25 subs, we will do a thick boy tier list, and yeah, get ready for that.
You know it was gonna be the Piet.
Piet has his own tier, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
bye,
it's
guys.
Piet tier.
We'll see you next video.
It's gonna be home jerseys, I think.
Home jerseys?
I think.
All right. Peace.
Peace.